Lola. Good girl. Good morning and happy Christmas Eve Vlogmas day 24. It's here already. So last day of Advent calendars today. It's a sad day. I'm here for coffee with the kittens. I've only made half a cup because it's just not going to happen, is it? They're very happy to see me this morning. It is quite late. I think it's about 10 o'clock. I've been a bit slow to get up this morning. The bed was really comfy and cozy. I bring Lola up to bed with me. She was there snoring away, and I thought, oh, it's really lovely and cozy. I don't feel like getting up. Myself and Karis were watching TV until quite late last night. So we're not TV watchers. Rarely watch TV, but we got into watching stuff last night. Can't even remember what we were watching, but yeah, it kept us up quite late. And before I knew it, I was in bed about, I think it was about 1:30, and I still was awake, probably because I'd watched so much TV. And yeah, this comes as a non-TV watcher. So very luckily last night I was catching up in bed on vlogs, which is not the best way to try and get off to sleep, but I was really wide awake. So I started watching Michelle Sewing Bunny, and I was watching one that I had missed somehow. So I think I watched her newest one, and then I watched the previous one. And she was talking about coming home from work and how what she wanted to cook was actually still in the freezer. Thank you, Michelle, because yesterday my sole purpose in life was to take the turkey and the ham that I bought a week ago out of the freezer so that I can cook it today. And it went in and out of my head all day yesterday until 2 o'clock in bed when Michelle mentions the freezer. I hopped up, I went straight downstairs. Karis was actually still in the kitchen. I think she was filling a hot water bottle, and she goes, "What's wrong?" And I said, "The turkey and the ham. Michelle just reminded me to take it out of the freezer." So took them out of the freezer, and they've almost defrosted. So I have a very croaky this morning, sorry. I have a boned and rolled turkey, and I have a big lump of ham. And yeah, because last year we had a full turkey and it was only myself and Karis. We didn't eat it, couldn't eat it. I don't even really like turkey, to be perfectly honest. I'd be happier with a chicken, but you know, you kind of do it for Christmas, don't you? So I bought a boned and rolled one a week ago when I saw them in our Super Value. And it has cooking instructions and everything, so I just have to lop it out, cover it in tin foil and put it into the oven. And it says 45 minutes per 1 kilo, so I've done the maths, and an extra 20 to 30 minutes at the end. And then I'll cook the ham at the same time, and I'll do the same with that. Just wrap it in tin foil, bung it in the oven. I don't boil it because I like it quite salty. And then when it has cooked, I will then put honey and cloves over it. It's just something my gran used to do and we really like it. So yeah, we'll do that, and I'll do that today because I take no enjoyment from cooking at all. And last year we spent most of Christmas Day cooking, and by the time it was all cooked, I just didn't even eat it. Didn't even feel like eating it. It was, yeah, I wasn't hungry enough, even though I hadn't eaten during the day. But yeah, I wasn't hungry enough and I was too tired and I was so fed up looking at it. So this year I'm going to cook the turkey and the ham today, and then we'll just do all the veggie and stuff tomorrow. And anyway, there's only me, Cian and Karis here anyway, so we don't need a big dinner. And their nanny makes us a trifle every year, so we have that as our like dessert. So we bought cream for that yesterday. We'll put cream on our trifle, and that's it. Christmas dinner done. So I did buy the ingredients yesterday. Well, I thought I bought all the ingredients yesterday to make Welsh cakes for my brother next door. So I buy them a present, and then I try to make Welsh cakes. There's something that my mother used to make and nobody else makes them. And I mean, I'm not great, but I make an effort. I try to make them. We do like them. So I bought the fruit and I bought everything yesterday. And I've gone into the cupboard now to get out the ingredients because they don't take long to whip up. The cooking of them, I find, is the most, yeah, it's hit or miss. I can either undercook them and overcook them, but I'm going to give that a go today. And I bought a lovely tin to put them into. But yeah, it's very easy to drink a cup of coffee around here, isn't it? Of course, what's the key ingredient that I don't have? I don't have self-raising flour. I don't even have enough plain flour. But I'll go down to Spar after a bit. I'm sure there's something else that we have to get as well. Isn't there, Mindy? Yeah, but we've got lots of cat food, so we don't need to worry about that, do we? No. Loads of cat food. So yeah, that's the order of the day. I also want to make an infinity scarf for my sister-in-law, because yeah, I can't think of what else to get her. I bought her a lovely candle yesterday, and I think I'm going to make her a scarf. I want to make some for myself, and I've got a nice remnant of a leopard print. Now, I don't really think she's into leopard print, but anyway, it's the thought that counts, isn't it? So I'm going to make 2 of them today. I have some old ones myself from Pennies, and they are getting very worn out. They're quite old. So I've measured one of those, and I'm going to make I'm going to make probably one for me, one for her, because I have enough fabric. And that is it. I might work on Keris's denim jacket another bit as well, because I'm thinking there's nothing really to putting the turkey and the ham into the oven. The biggest part for me is remembering that they're there, and not like, yeah, going off doing some sewing and totally forgetting, and then yeah. So that's the plan for my day. And oh, and wrapping presents. I've all of the presents to wrap as well yet. But yeah, look at it. It'll be lovely. It'll be fine. They're so happy here. Aren't you so happy? You've had your breakfast, and now you've got Mammy to keep you company while she tries to drink her coffee. Yeah. Oh, they're so sweet. Okay, check in with you later on. Yeah, still in the pajamas. I have just made my sister-in-law an infinity scarf. So, I mean, it's not a big project, is it? I found a piece of black cozy colours, and I measured the scarf that I have, and it's 27 wide on the fold and 14 high, and that works lovely. So I think this is a little bit wider because I just cut the width of the fabric, so a lot of the fabrics are 27 on the fold anyway. And I have just put in a little label, if I can find it, very discreet, one of the Kylie in the Machine labels. So you can't buy this. I just see a hair. So I've tried it out, and it's actually quite nice. So nice and fluffy on the inside. She wears a lot of black, so I thought I'll just keep it simple. I won't force her into the leopard print world yet. And yeah, I think that works really nicely. Cozy. Yeah. Their house is always really warm, so I know she always wears like a scarf or something when she goes out. So I like that. And while I was at that then, because I was in my box of, you know, all the bits and pieces that aren't big enough, and I kind of think, yeah, I'll make something for my niece or make something for somebody, or I'll colour block, and they just stay in the box. Well, I found this. So it's a sweater knit left over from a South Bank I made last year. I think it's longer than the 27 and it's much narrower, but I just thought, well, do you know what, it's there. This will get it out of the box, and then it'll make it into something. So I just sewed a seam, tubulared it, and then what I did was, because I didn't want to put a hem on the end of it because I thought that would be just too thick, because I put a double folded hem on the Cozy Colours one. So I just set a zigzag on my machine, and I did 5 wide, which is as wide as my zigzag goes, and 3.5 long. So I kind of stretched it out a little bit, so it's kind of like a little lettuce edge, isn't it? And I think that works really nicely. It's just a little bit to trim off. I did cut it with my rotary cutters so that I'd get a cleaner edge on it. And I think I'm going to keep this one for myself. So this will go around 3 times because it's really stretchy. So, oh, that's cozy. That's really nice. Ooh, that is nice. Or just twice. I suppose I could have made it shorter. Maybe I might give it a haircut so that it'll be closer up. I might do that. I might chop a bit off. lop a bit off. I also have a bit of red cozy colours as well, so I think I'll keep them. I have some black and I have some red. I might try some snoods. Not today. I know I've seen a lot of people making snoods, and I'm more of an infinity scarf person because I think it looks kind of like a cowl neck if you've got it on with something, so I quite like them. But yeah, a couple of snoods might be handy. They're really handy for walking. That's what I like about snoods. Yeah, I think I'll chop about that much off it. What's that? That's about 7 inches. So I've lopped a couple of inches off, and I think that's perfect. I'm going to make another few of these, I think, because I have some bits of, I think I have a bit of black of this and I have a bit of navy maybe. So that's really nice. I've also, a few weeks ago, I made some Christmas face masks for myself and Karis. Now I made far too many. So I'm going to pop one in for my sister-in-law and my niece, and then my littler niece, I just made one extra one now. I just chopped one down for her. So yeah, that is my Christmas making done. So yeah, today is going to be a bit of a wrapping job. I've had a discussion with Karis about the turkey and the ham, and I've decided that the ham, God, I'm really grey already. God. The ham is going to go into the slow cooker because I can put that on a timer and I can't forget about it. So that's good. And then I'm going to put the turkey into the oven, and Karis is going to set the timer on that, because my biggest fear is forgetting about them. Leaving the house and then being somewhere and thinking, oh crap. So yeah, we're going to set the timers on anything because I'm just not a natural cook. I forget about it. I come up here, I start watching Vlogmas, and I totally forget that there's something cooking. So yeah, timing. It's all about the timing. So Karis is making us a bit of toast. It is kind of like 12 o'clock-ish now, but yeah, I'm really hungry, and yeah, we do like a bit of toast. So yeah. So I'm in the village. I'm not waiting for the postman today. I've just got the self-raising flour from Spar. And I've one lady who watches me, and I know she knows our village really well. So Janet, I have a special message for you. You asked me to say hi to Anne if I saw her in the Spar. So I saw her in the Spar today. I haven't seen her there working for ages. And I explained that I'd been chatting to you and you'd asked me to say hello. And Anne said to wish you a Merry Christmas from her and her family. And it was lovely to get a surprise message from you. So I'm wearing my scarf with the South Bank sweater dress that I made, and this is the leftover, so it's a little bit of a difference between the colours. I've worn this sweater dress so much now. It took me ages to find it in the wardrobe, which just kind of confirmed yesterday's conversation about needing to clear out that wardrobe. Yeah, there's just far too much stuff in it. I found it under a coat, and I never really, clearly I do, but I don't make a habit of like double hangering stuff. So yeah, that wardrobe definitely needs a clear out. So going home now to make our Welsh cakes. Mixture made. Now, switching it on at the wall helps. Now this is the bit that can go like horribly wrong for me, so getting the temperature right so that they're cooking, not burning, and do actually cook in the middle. So we used to love when my mother would make us Welsh cakes when we were kids, and we would help with the rolling out, or no, actually she would do the rolling out because we didn't do it right, and then we could do the cutting. She would do the cooking, and then we'd be waiting to eat them as they came out of the frying pan. And yeah, I only really make them at Christmas if I have all the ingredients, if I remember. I think it's a nice tradition to keep up, and I do enjoy eating them. And my brother will like them because I don't make them often enough that he'll actually expect them at Christmas. But I do try to. So, yes. Actually, I got more out of this mix than I thought I would. I made double the recipe because, yeah, it's never enough. And yeah, my uncle used to make lovely ones of these as well. So when we would go to Wales on holidays, after my mother died, we used to go to Wales a lot because all of my family live in Wales, and my father used to get great comfort from going to stay with his brother in Wales, and they would always have a load of Welsh cakes made for us before we'd even get there. And then generally, if we were there for a week or 10 days, there would be Welsh cakes made in the middle of the week as well. So yeah, I can never have enough of them. So hopefully now these will cook nicely. I think the temperature seems to be good. So I just have them in a big frying pan. I do have like a skillet thing that's supposed to fit on top here, but it doesn't really fit. I don't know, it never really fit properly. It's supposed to sit on top, but it wobbles a lot. And then it's got like griddle lines on it, so you don't end up with like flat Welsh cakes. They don't look right. So I find that the frying pan works. So I'm going to get on with cooking these, and I'll show you what they look like when they are all done. I better test one, just in case. That is so nice. I love them hot. Well, the Welsh cakes are cooling, and I was hoping to wash the dogs today, but we're still having a bit of hot water problem, and I don't think there's enough hot water to wash 3 dogs. So I've had to put that idea off. I have the kittens up here, and I'm just working on Keris's jacket for a little bit. I was going to wrap presents, but I want to bring the kittens up for company, and I don't think they'd be very helpful wrapping presents, so I thought they'd be better off in here. And I meant to mention twice today that, you've probably seen this, you know the way I love the acacia knickers from Megan Nielsen? Well, she now has a small version for like little girls, and it's free on her website. I saw it yesterday in a newsletter. Now you've probably seen it, but maybe some people haven't. So I'm definitely going to download that, and yeah, I'm sure I can make smaller knickers for my niece and things like that. She will be horrified when I make her knickers. But anyway, great way to get rid of even the smaller scraps of jersey, isn't it? So yeah, I'm going to do another bit of sewing here. I'm going to do about an hour so that they have a bit of fun up here. Where are you gone? There you are. They found now it's a spool of thread. They run around the spool of thread. They're so happy. Well, we've had a very productive day here at Beyond the Pink Door. Welsh cakes are cooked and cooled, and they're in this really cool box I got in Pennies. So we'll squish that on. We have the turkey and ham cooked. They're only tiny things, as you can see. And what else have we done? That's about it. So it only leaves us to say Happy Crimbo! Bye! Thanks for watching our vlogmas!